We've sold some pretty strange things. They paid how much for all of this? And this stuff sold too. Hey, welcome back to another Hustle and Hooks video. I'm flying solo today. Super weird scheduling these few days. So that gave me an opportunity to do a very fast what sold video, although I am behind on getting this stuff shipped. Yesterday was a really neat day. We sold a couple of Christmas items, and we also sold these, what are these? They're like patterns. They're old patterns. They're all opened up, and I'll pop up what they actually sold for, which is $120 with free shipping, and they're going international. So the brands are all over the place. There's Simplicity, some Sears stuff, this Butterick, but they're all vintage, as you can see by the packaging on here, by the art, and they're all over the place. Some are like women's tops, women's jackets, etc., etc. There are some boy stuff in here, some dresses, some boys, some floral. So basically what they are is they're prints, if you're not familiar, and basically they tell you how to make something. So for example, this print will tell you how to make that dress or skirt. We've never sold this before, but we got it at our favorite honey hole for less than $1 for the whole box of them. There's I'm not sure how many there are. I'll see what the listing says. Less than $1, sold within a couple of months for $120 with free shipping. One of the wildest sales, because it's just such a random thing. There are some higher sales comps for this type of stuff, especially if it's sealed vintage, and especially if it's higher end brands, which are not in this box. Next up, another bulk item. This is a lot of Hot Wheels, 43 cars in here. These are all relatively cheap. There's some McDonald's ones in here from the 90s. There's some like monster truck kind. I looked up every single one of these individually. I have about $5 into them. They sold for $35 with free shipping. We've plucked all the expensive ones out of here and sold those off individually or in pairs for, $25, $30 each. And then the rest we just bulked and sold as is. Another Christmas item sold for us. This is St. John's or St. Nicholas Square collection. These are like little Christmas village pieces. This is the general store and farmer's market. I also bundled this little tree with it and a couple of smaller pieces. About $5 into it. It sold for $54 with free shipping. And for something like this, we price in roughly $15 to ship it, as this is a bulkier box and it's most likely going to ship with FedEx. And speaking of shipping, we will also do a breakdown of how we utilize the free shipping model in our business to increase our sales, and how we build in shipping costs for large items, small items, etc. So stay tuned for that video. Next up, just a couple of Titleist hats. These are mint condition with stretch on the back, nothing fancy. One of them has a small blemish, which of course we always disclose. Picked them up for $1 each. We don't do a lot of hats just because the margins aren't there for us. But Titleist is just a great brand to look out for. They sold for $20 with free shipping. So $2 into it, $4 to ship it, so that's $6. So about, after fees, about $11 in profit, sold within 3 or 4 days. We sold another Nintendo original video game. This one is Balloon Fight. It sold for $25 free ship, about $3 into it from that big bulk buy. I'll pop up the video here if you want to go check that out. I talked a little bit about vintage video games, a huge score that we made with a friend of ours that reached out to us. Tell people what you do. Tell people what you do, because that's how you're going to get first dibs on inventory that's extremely in demand. We've sold a bunch of these already and have only about 10 or 15 games left from that, and we still have to process all the Sega stuff and Nintendo 64 stuff. Sticking with the winter theme, these Blade Runners sold. These are just ice skates. They're women's. They came in the original box in near mint condition with minimal blemishes on it. We sold these for $40 with free ship. We paid $6 at our local thrift store. We sold another belt. Really happy that these are moving at a faster pace than I thought. Again, $20 with free shipping. I have about $1.25 into each. This one is the 91-inch. It's a tractor belt. And I'm sure for those out there that are mechanically inclined and know how to operate with engines, I'm sure you can use it for other stuff. But yeah, really happy to see this one go. Before we get into the best sale of yesterday, which topped that $1 investment that we turned into a $120 sale, It's behind me. I'll show you in just one second. I just wanted to express my gratitude again, and Melinda's gratitude, even though she's not here with me in this video. We truly appreciate all of you guys for tuning in, leaving such kind remarks, telling us what you want to hear from us, which we'll definitely incorporate. Keep those comments coming, as we'll definitely get into those subject matters that you guys want to see the most, as that's going to be the best way we can help everyone out in a longer video format. And of course, follow us on Instagram if you don't already, at Hustlin' Hooks. I'll pop it up right here. You can find us there. We're very quick to respond. We do some fun stuff there. We share our daily adventure in this business that we're building. So again, thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. We truly appreciate all of you for your support. One brand of Christmas decoration is Department 56. And now I'm not sure if they make Department 56 items anymore, but I do know that the items that they made in the past that are discontinued have a lot of collector value. So let's break down why this one sold in just a second. This is the first part. This is just before the big game. These are just a car and like 3 or 4 folks just hanging out. I paired that up because it didn't have a lot of value by itself. I paired it up with this guy right here. This is the Champs Field Stadium set of 24 from Department 56. Together, these sold for $180 with free shipping. And again, it'll cost about $20 to ship. I paid $20 for that at a estate sale, so that $20 to $180 definitely fits our business model, and we're super happy to get it out the door. This one took a little bit, which is fine. We priced it high, and let me break down why it sold. So in this case, I'm going to use this handy dandy laptop since we don't have 2 phones available. When I do my research for this, I'm simply going to go to ebay.com and I'm going to find out what these are worth. So this is the Department 56 Champs Field. So that's what I'm going to search first. When I type in Department 56 Champs Field, I only get 4 results. There's one available with a couple of accessories for $175. $150, $160, and $10 for some parts. So only 4 results, which is good, right? The supply is low, and it's low because they don't make it anymore, right? So that's what you have to consider. Your competition is only against those other folks that are selling it for profit or selling their collection off, but you're not competing against manufacturers that are mass producing this stuff. Keep that in mind when you're listing items. When I filter down to the sold comps, ours is the first one that pops up for $180. There's one that sold for $229, one for $160. There's one that sold on bids for $110, $150, etc. So we did quite well in the actual results, sold results for the last 90 days. 22 of these sold. And now again, it's all going to depend on what's inside the condition, if it's complete. Ours had a couple of pieces missing, so we had to bring our price down slightly. But against market, I think we did really well. The key takeaway from this, look at your competition. If you're selling items that are hard to find, that are very unique, that are discontinued, you're not competing against the mass producers. Now, if you're selling something that's brand new with tags, like a pair of Levi jeans, for example, you're competing against the manufacturer because they might have their own eBay store that they're selling their stuff through so that they can get full value for their discontinued jeans, etc. So just keep that in mind. I just wanted to show this one just because it's super unique. So these are all of those design cutouts, those vintage ones that sold. They fit perfectly in this box, but one thing that I'm doing different, because this is an international sale, I'm actually going to waterproof this box because it's all paper inside by using tape. So you can see I already waterproofed this side. Now I'm working through on this, and I'm just going to go all the way around and tape everything shut. I learned this from watching folks buy things in bulk from China, and when they're bulking up in these huge boxes, they actually tape them all the way around to waterproof them. So just a quick tip on that. So those were the sales from yesterday. Let's go ahead and go through the numbers and see how much money we actually made with those sales. So first, we want to add all of our sales up from yesterday as the gross sales. This is how much money was transferred to us. It's $494. Now, obviously, that's rounded a little bit to avoid the 99 cents, etc. eBay now charges roughly 10% for their fees. So we're going to take 10% of that, which is $49. That money is gone. So we got plus, minus. Shipping fees were $75. we pay all of our shipping. We have free shipping on 99.9% of all of our listings. Cost of goods, what did we actually pay for it? That's $43. That was how much we paid for all the merchandise. So again, gross sales, fees, shipping, cost of goods, which leaves us with $327 net profit. However, Uncle Sam takes his portion too, which is 20 to 25% of the net profit. That's what you're going to be taxed on. And that's roughly $65. So the cash in the bank that we're left with is $262 cash. So just remember, just because someone's selling a lot on eBay, it doesn't necessarily mean that they made any money. In this case, $262, we're very happy with that. 1 day in sales. Hopefully this helps people kind of break down what it actually costs to make money on eBay. That's going to wrap it up for this video. Thank you so much, everyone who's subscribed to our channel, who's commented. Continue giving us that feedback on behalf of Melinda and I, aka Hustlin' Hooks. We truly appreciate it. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you in the next one. Hey, can I shoot my video without you snoring? Huh? Can we do one video without you snoring? Is that possible? Huh? Huh, boo-boo? Good girl. Good girl.